If your whole life, everything you do, everything you care about, all the things you are was a story, and you had an audience, let's face it, there would be a lot of boring parts. And there would be some parts you wouldn't want to put out there for the world to see. But somewhere in there, you'd find some golden nuggets, interesting bits of you that others could learn from or relate to. Make a list. Make a map of your world. What's important to you? What have you experienced that you have a unique perspective on? What parts of your identity do you want others to understand? What problems do you see in your community? When I looked at my life, I realized that the most important thing to me at the time was the fact that my dad was being sent to Afghanistan to fight in the war. I remember when he went to Iraq just after 9/11. We never talked about it, so it was hard to bring up. How do you feel about being deployed again?
I feel alright.
Alright? Like, don't you not want to go?
You want me to go?
No. I just wish he would say that he wanted to stay home with us.
It's alright. I sign up, I gotta go.
In a personal story, the more honest you are, the more real your story becomes to others, and the more people can relate it to their own lives. But make sure that the story you're telling is significant enough that others will actually care. You might want to tell a story about the community you live in, like Amanda did.
So I'm walking around my neighborhood. You hit the streets of any black neighborhood in Brooklyn, and I put money on the fact that there would be a Crown Fried Chicken, Kennedy Fried Chicken, or a Chinese store on just about every other block. What's the deal with black people and chicken?
She loves chicken, but wondered if there might be some sort of conspiracy enticing her to eat it all the time.
I decided to stop eating chicken as a form of protest and an experiment. Oh God, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Chicken is everywhere.
That didn't go so well.
Can't stop thinking about chicken.
Amanda interviewed her friends, teachers, a chicken farmer, and the author of a book on the history of African Americans and chicken.
I think it goes back to enslavement and even before the period of enslavement.
She said during slavery, people cooked and sold chicken as a way to buy their freedom. So it became the food they ate by choice rather than by force.
Up until he was in the 11th grade, radio rookie Keith Harris was afraid that if he told his secret, people would laugh at him. But when he decided to open up, no one laughed.
My number one rule, never ever read out loud.
What is King Alfonso writing about?
I don't know. When it was close to my turn, I would always ask to go to the bathroom. When I tried to read, the page looked like a forest with no single tree. Everything was just a blur. And my handwriting, oh my God, it was scrappy and nappy, like barbed wire. I hated it.
Write one more paragraph.
I never told anyone that I couldn't read and write. I wanted it to be a secret, so we all pretended everything was fine. Sometimes, my mom still does.
A compelling personal story doesn't have to be a heavy topic or a life-changing event. It can just be something interesting you've noticed about the world. But it's important to recognize when there's not really a story there and move on. Killing stories is just part of the process of finding great stories. If one topic doesn't work, try another and another. But don't give up. For Radio Rookies, this is Alexis Gordon.